It's loading. Let us wait for a few minutes. It's loading. Let us wait for a few minutes. Miss Meena, you can start. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Today is going to be a fun and informative session about the wonders of AI. To start with, we have Elena Senel. Elena Senel is a multi-award-winning social entrepreneur and founder of Teens in AI and Acorn Aspirations. Motivated to make a difference in the world of empowering young people aged 12 to 18 to solve real problems through technology. Let's hear from Elena.
Let me share the screen.
Hi, my name is Elena Senel. I'm the founder of Teens in AI, and Teens in AI is about to take you on a journey that will change your life. Teens in AI is a movement that was launched at the United Nations AI for Good Global Summit in 2018, and we're on a mission to improve diversity and inclusion in artificial intelligence. Our annual campaign, Girls in AI 2021, this year is the biggest campaign and will take place across 25 countries around the world. Young people in Fiji, in Mexico, in Bolivia, in Kazakhstan, Romania, UK, France, and many other parts of the world will be using technology to solve the problems they will have identified in their own communities and around the world. This year's theme for International Women's Day is Choose to Challenge. So we are asking you to choose something you wish to challenge in your communities, whether it is stereotypes, whether it is climate change, whether it is anything else that you are really passionate about. So choose a problem you want to tackle, challenge the stereotypes, push yourself further, and really, really try to make an impact on the world and on the community you're living in. We really want to show that technology like artificial intelligence should be harnessed for the betterment of humanity. So you have this incredible opportunity to find a real problem and solve this problem using some of the cutting edge technologies that are shaping the world as we know it. My 3 tips to win a hackathon are: first, find a real problem, solve a real problem. There are so many problems to solve in this world, whether it's climate change, whether it's mental health, whether it's other health-related issues or education. There are so many problems that we need to tackle. That is tip number 1, find a real problem. The second tip is work together. And I encourage every single team, every single one of you to really communicate and learn to work together. This is not a school. Working together is not cheating. So I really do encourage you to work and collaborate together, because it's only through collaboration that we will be able to solve the problems that we need to solve. And tip number 3 is ask for help. Time and time again, we have teams, and it's not only teams, but it's us adults who really struggle to ask for help. Do ask for help early. Whenever you're stuck, ask for help. The typical rule in all of our hackathons is ask Google first, then ask your friend, then ask your mentor, and then come and ask me. And in the last 6 years of running this program, I haven't had a single person that asked me for help, because everyone seems to figure it out at step 1 or 2. If you're really stuck and you cannot find the solution to your problem, do reach out and ask for help, because there will be so many mentors in your Discord channel really looking to help you. So do ask for help. This campaign is all about emphasizing how incredible and how powerful you all are as young people driving this change. So to support you on this journey, we have created a number of events that we would really love you to tune in. The first and most important one is probably the keynote that will be organized on the 6th of March at 10 a.m. GMT time. And this will be with myself and a representative from UNICEF, Lauren Rumble. So please do tune in for this talk. This will be something very inspiring, and you will hear directly from UNICEF, who have been fighting the problem and the issue of diversity for many, many, many years. So do tune in and listen to Lauren live. The second very important event that's happening is the International Women's Day panel. And this will be taking place on the actual day, on the 8th of March at 6 p.m. GMT. So do tune in to hear from the most incredible women who have done incredible stuff in their careers, and they will be there to inspire you, share with you some of their stories, and really talk about diversity, the problems that we're still experiencing in the society, and how can we possibly tackle them. So tune in at 6 o'clock GMT on our YouTube channel. And the third really exciting thing that will be happening throughout is the daily webinars, daily get-together webinars with all participants across the world. So young people from France will have a chance to meet young people from Tunisia, young people from San Francisco, young people from UK, from Syria, from Palestine, from Mexico. So do please tune in to meet other participants who are like you, the same age. Most of them will be girls. But this event is open to everyone, even to the boy allies. So everyone who is participating, you will have a chance to meet one another and really exchange your ideas. How is climate change tackled in San Francisco versus India, versus Palestine, versus UK? So this will be a really exciting exchange. Don't miss it. Really do tune in. We are across all social media. Do make sure you follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, under Teens in AI, and please do follow us on LinkedIn. We're on LinkedIn pages. We will be very, very active on social media. And definitely tune in and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we will be streaming live a lot of the talks around the world. So don't miss them. And finally, make sure you have downloaded our podcast. We are on all podcast platforms, on Spotify, on iTunes. Do listen to the podcast, subscribe, download the episodes, and really enjoy all of the incredible expertise and the content that we're putting out on our podcast every Thursday. And finally, do enjoy this journey. Do enjoy this experience. This is one of a kind event that has never ever happened in any part of the world, not at this scale. This is the first event that's happening across 25 countries. And this journey is going to be truly unforgettable. Do you learn to work together? Do you learn from the mentors, from one another? There will be so many opportunities for you to learn about this incredibly powerful technology called artificial intelligence, and learn how to use it, learn how to use it for impact, learn how to use it responsibly. This is a very, very important point. So enjoy your journey and reach out to us at teensandai.com for any questions you may have. Do tweet at me or tag me in any of your posts if you have any questions. We're all here to help and guide you on this incredible journey. I promise you, this journey will change your lives, and it will change your lives for the better. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with us.
Yes, this is going to be really fun, as well as a lot of informative session that is going to be happening. And we are happy to welcome our host, Sivahami Ramaya now. Sivagami Ramaya is the founder of ByteQuest, a startup that democratizes access to AI-powered solutions. Shiva firmly believes in that more women and people of color in AI are needed to combat gender, racial, and other bias and make AI more inclusive and trustworthy. Welcome, Shiva.
Thank you, Meena. Welcome all to the Girls in AI Global Hackathon 2021 in San Francisco, hosted by Teens in AI and ByteQuest. We are all here today to celebrate International Women's Day, not just by talking about women's right in education, employment, and leadership, but by joining hands to create a unique opportunity to girls between 12 through 18 explore the world of artificial intelligence that's transforming the world we are living at a rapid pace, starting from driverless cars to virtual assistants that control the appliances in our home. AI is the future, but where are women? AI algorithms, AI recruiting tools discriminate against women. Facial recognition software discriminate against people of color. The current AI systems promote gender and racial bias at a very large scale. Why is this happening? There is a gender diversity crisis in the AI workforce. Women only make up a very tiny part of the AI workforce, just 20%. So girls, if you want a bias-free, discrimination-free world, you need to be part of that AI workforce. So this Girls in AI Hackathon is here to provide you with all the necessary resources, tools, and ideas for you to take your very first step in creating an AI solution that is fair and discrimination-free. We have lots of passionate mentors across different time zones with amazing industry experience, spending their weekend just to guide you along with this journey. Your mentor could be a CEO or a VP of a company. Your mentor could be a data scientist, a product manager, or a PhD research scholar. So please make best use of their time. We are super excited to announce that NVIDIA is sponsoring Jetson Nano Dev Kits for each team member of the winning team. And not only that, actually, Jetson Nano Dev Kit is very similar to a Raspberry Pi computer, but it is powerful enough to run AI workloads. Not only that, NVIDIA is generous enough to provide roundtable and mentoring session for all the top 3 winners by their Women in Tech team. So this is an amazing opportunity, girls. We received multiple queries from our participants saying that I am very new to coding. I do not have any coding experience. Can I still participate in this hackathon? The answer is absolute yes. There are multiple areas in which you could contribute. You could help your team with design thinking. You could help them with ethics, pitching, project management. There are numerous areas. And we also have a Python workshop for the beginners. So you can get your feet wet with coding. And our participants are not just from the Pacific time zone, they are from Central time zone, Eastern Standard time zone, and we also have participants from Central European time zone. And girls, we really applaud your passion and commitment to take part in this Girls in AI Hackathon. And a final word, please bond with your team. As Elena mentioned, you have to gel with your team as fast as possible. You can only succeed when your team succeeds. And it's not just about winning, it's about the wonderful learning journey, and you're all winners. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiva. That was a very nice intro it gives a broad perspective of what we are going to do for the next 2 days. And we are happy to welcome our keynote speaker, Soma Velayudham. Soma is the Industry General Manager of Telecoms and 5G vertical at NVIDIA. He is responsible to drive adoption of AI and accelerated computing into this vertical. Soma is a successful serial entrepreneur and product leader with more than 20 years in software and high-tech industry. He has incubated and launched multiple software products globally for large corporations. He is also mentored to early stage startups and Stanford incubation program, iFarm. Soma has a BE in electrical engineering, diploma in psychology, and executive education from Thunderbird University. He is an avid promoter of gender and cultural diversity at the workplace. Welcome, Soma.
Good to be here. I guess there will be no interaction. Siva tells me that this is going to be a live stream, so I don't expect any interaction from the participants. But I'm hoping to get some.
So you are muted. Can you just unmute yourself? Sorry. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Very happy to be here. I think it's a great initiative. Kudos to the organizers, and I agree with Siva. We need more diversity in AI. So I understand this is a live stream session. I'm not going to get interactive feedback. So I'm hoping to get some feedback from the moderator if anything's right, my audio is right or wrong, or, so please do provide feedback.
You are again on mute, Soma, sorry.
Okay, sorry, I don't know why this goes. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I was saying I'm given 20 minutes, right? Or 20 or 25 minutes, is that right? So no Q&A, so I'll just kind of talk to myself here. And if you guys have any feedback, at least the moderators, please do let me know if my voice is right, or if you need me to speak faster, slower, or louder. Okay. I'll get started. The topic given to me was three things. Let me just quickly look at it. One is current capabilities of AI, the future of AI, and how girls can be part of this future. So that's the key topics I'm supposed to cover. So I'm going to share, hopefully this works. Sometimes it's tricky with Zoom. I'm going to share a quick video. It's a 2-minute video, and then I'll get started with the 20 minutes presentation. So let me start here. Share screen. Sound. Okay.
I am a protector, exploring the expanses of space to keep our planet safe, and all the species that call it home. I am a healer, giving doctors the vision to create amazing new cures. And using the heart's own magnetic field to diagnose itself. I am a guardian, searching a mountain of data to keep us safe when we travel, and a sea of people to find a lost child. I'm a helper, powering autonomous machines that simplify our lives. Capture our greatest adventures. And make us whole again. I am a visionary, enabling taxis that don't need steering wheels, and those that don't need roads. composer of the music you're hearing. I am AI, brought to life by NVIDIA, deep learning, and brilliant minds everywhere.
All right. So I hope that went well. Could you guys hear that? Were you
Yep.
able to hear that?
It was
Okay,
very
good.
nice, very nice. We were able to hear and watch. Excellent video.
Very good, very good. So the key here is 1 second. I'm trying to find the presentation I have open here. One moment. There you go. Got it. Okay, you should be able to see your presentation now. Everybody good? Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'll put it on slide mode, and we'll also get this video going here. Okay, very good. So that is an interesting video. To me, what was interesting was even the music you heard was composed by AI. That's how prevalent. Every single piece of that video was a real company with a real product, and it's not a demo, right? It's working really. So AI is already here. I mean, I think some people don't realize this, that we use AI every day in our life. If you have Android phone or iPhone and you say, hey, Google, or if you're saying Alexa, or if you're saying Siri, that is AI, interpreting your natural language and processing it and giving you an answer. So AI is pretty much everywhere. So let me go about talking about data science and AI. So many times there is a little bit of confusion between data science and AI, and I'll try to break that down. Data science is analyzing heaps of data, a lot of data, and be able to come up with good insights and tell you what's happening and what could happen and so on. Machine learning is a expansion of that. By doing the data analytics, the logic is actually written by the machine itself, right? So it's machine learning. You provide the data, but it's actually, you provide an algorithm to come up with it. You don't write the logic. So in data analytics is you tell the machine, if you find this data, if, then do this and that. So it's a Boolean logic already written. In machine learning, you actually create some features, an algorithm, and the machine kind of writes its own logic. And deep learning is just another branch of AI where it's even more advanced, and you do less work, you provide more data. So that's kind of the difference between data analytics and AI. So I usually ask the questions, the difference between, and in these days, everybody says I'm AI, I'm doing AI. So the question you want to ask, if somebody is doing AI is, if I write a piece of software, does the software get smarter over time? Does the software get intelligent over time with more data? Then that's an AI, right? For example, if I wrote a piece of software and it can recognize 100 faces today, and maybe in 6 months from now, it can recognize 1,000 faces. It's the same software, but it's able to get smarter. Then that's AI, right? Because it's learning and improving and continues to adapt, right? That's the key difference between an AI and data analytics. I wanted to set that stage. The modern AI is actually driven by three things: digital data, algorithm, and computing power. If without any one of this, it's not possible. By the way, the concept of AI has been talked about from 1960s. So there are many research papers in the 60s. And most of the work was around algorithm, but there was not enough digital data, and there's not enough computing power to execute this. So we call this the big bang of AI, where data, computing power, and algorithm all comes together. And that tipping point was about 6 or 7 years ago. And this is why it's really starting to take off. Another, as I mentioned earlier, the key difference between AI and computer program is computer program is logic and rule based. Even after 20 years, it'll only do the things it was asked to do. A computer program will just do the same thing. 2 plus 2 is always 4. But if you have an AI, what you're doing is you're facilitating the learning. You encourage, like a child, you encourage the child, you say that a house has a roof, has a window, has a door, but there is no extract formula that it always has to be 2 plus 2 is 4. So the child then learns many examples of a house. It sees many examples of a house and is able to reproduce a house to its own style, but it still fits into the form and the rules, right? Or at least um, the principles. The house has to have a roof. House without a roof is not a house. So those are the key features. Is AI is just like a child. A computer program is like a child. You facilitate learning, not teach them rules. Computer program with logic is rules. AI is facilitation of learning. You write algorithms that learns itself. I want to kind of give you another example. How does this work? Think about you are planting a seed. You give a lot of good soil. That's compute, right? You want to give fertilizers, very fertile soil. That's a computer. You want to give it a lot of data and sunshine, right? Sunshine and water. That's the data. You want to give it a lot of sunshine and water. And then what happens is you plant a seed, which is the algorithm. And the algorithm knows how to grow and become a strong tree. It gets water, it gets compute, it gets water, it gets compute, sunshine, and it grows. You don't have to teach the plant or teach the seed how to grow. It'll know how to grow. So an algorithm is like a seed. The data and sunshine, water and sunshine is like data. And the soil is actually a compute. This is the new world of software. This is the new world of computing, where you don't need people to write computer logic. You just need to write algorithms. And the algorithms will learn and grow itself, right? So you plant a seed, you give them enough data, you give them enough compute, you facilitate the learning. This is what we call a software writing software, right? Because the algorithm will start writing itself and grow from there. No different from a plant growing and knowing how to get to the right place. Now we talked about bias. Siva talked a little bit about the bias, and this is where things could go wrong, because if you don't feed with the right amount of data or the right amount of water or the right kind of water, let's say the water is poisoned or it has some minerals and so on, the algorithm, the tree will have its own defects. Same thing with the compute and soil. So having diversity is very important to have an unbiased data. And unbiased data is a key pillar to AI. Right? So AI is everywhere. You saw the video. We have AI in internet services. We have AI in robotics. Internet services, to give you an example, when you are searching, Google search is using AI all the time. It understands who you are. It understands what you searched previously. What are the keywords you're searching now? It even tries to predict what you might, search in future, and it gives you all kinds of recommendations, right? And that's a very interesting use case, and you use this every day in your life. Google search. And then robotics. AI is very prevalent in robotics. I'm not going to go through everything, just maybe touch upon intelligent video analytics. So video is now becoming the #1 sensor for AI, So if AI can see and hear and touch, the senses are important, just like human beings, right? We have 5 sensory inputs. Video is one of the top sensory inputs, and AI has really grown in the video analytics to manage and um, to process video. So another very interesting, the last 2 examples is gaming. You don't realize media and entertainment, the amount of AI that's being used. NVIDIA is a gaming company. If any of you girls out there are gamers, I'm sure you would have used NVIDIA technology. So we use a lot of technology in AI in gaming, completing a scene. When you have a gamer who's running around in the screen, you want to make sure you give the maximum fidelity, and you sometimes want to predict so you can reduce the latency, the jitter, and be able to complete the scene in perfect pixels, perfect resolution. Autonomous driving is another example, right? Today, autonomous driving is a reality. If any one of you have been in a Tesla or your parents own a Tesla, there is a feature you can actually drive hands-free. It's doing it today. Tesla already has this feature. I drove on 280 in Bay Area here, and I let my hands go. It was a bit scary experience, but it worked. I almost drove the car drove. I was sitting in the car driver's seat for about 6 kilometers, about 4 miles, and the car was perfect. It was just driving itself on Highway 280. So it's all here. So let's not think that AI is this science fiction movie somewhere in the distance. It's not. It's right here, right now. So having your girls participate is very important for us right now. Let's break down AI. I think if you want to break AI down, I would say there are 3 pieces you could see that's very prevalently used right now. The first one is computer vision. In the past, analyzing video was very complex and very difficult. But AI has now really done a fantastic job in computer vision, and therefore using video analytics and computer vision has become very prevalent, very prevalent. Cities are using this for security, airports. So that's one use case. Robots having visions, X-ray machines. So many image processing is probably a better word, but end of the day, computer vision has become one of the strongest areas of AI. The second pillar of AI, which is also very powerful and dominant, is natural language processing. So some of you may realize I have a Malaysian, Indian, English accent. I have a very confusing accent. 5 years ago, when I used to talk to Siri, it would never get me correct. But today, without a problem, it's able to process my accent and give me correct answers. So processing natural language in many different accents and many different languages is one of the very dominant use cases. One example was I had a package delivered by Amazon, which was missing. And I called the call center in Amazon, and the conversation went something like this. Hi, this is Amazon Assist AI. Are you calling us regarding the latest package that you delivered? I said yes. And it says, can you tell us a little bit of the problem? Can you just describe the problem? And I said it exactly like this. You know what? I got a message saying the package was delivered, but I actually did not receive the package. I just spoke very naturally. And the AI says, we understand that your package may be missing. If you could give it 24 hours, sometimes, the delivery alerts come ahead of the delivery package. So please give it 24 hours. And if you don't still receive the package, call us back. And the AI was able to completely respond to that. There was no human involved. And I spoke very naturally, just like talking to some operator. So that's how powerful AI has become. So natural language processing is very prevalent now. The next is data analytics or data science, where you're using a lot of data to analyze information using AI. And I told you the example of search engine. That's one very good example. Quickly looking for time. I think I've hit the 25 minutes mark. So that's data analytics. So the key, again, as I said, the difference between AI and any computer program is, can your program become smarter with more data and more time, right? So I'll skip some of these. I think I wanted to kind of show you some examples of AI in public good, where you have smarter cities, people providing intelligent services in hotels and stores, and also agriculture. So using AI, there is a company called Blue River, which is now owned by John Deere, which is able to provide identify identify weeds and focus the pesticide usage only on the weeds and not randomly spray, therefore reducing the chemical usage by 90%. These are amazing uses. You know, we all want to have healthier food, and this is one of the clear ways of how AI can help us. So there are many examples. I'm not going to go through everything. You know, so with that, I would move on to, I guess that's it. You know, that's my presentation. I want to say a few minutes just to talk about girls in AI. So first thing is when Siva asked me to touch about girls in AI, and I'm going like, I have a toddler at home. He's 18 months now. And, you know, when we were talking to the doctor about, you know, when would he start speaking and when would he be doing certain things? And the response from the pediatrician was, oh, if it was girls, they would speak faster. They would do everything faster. And, you know, girls are just smarter. That was the response from pediatrician. So I'm thinking when Siva said, you know, you need to have girls more in AI, talk about it. I'm going like, what did we do wrong as a society when you know that even, you know, when the children are born, girls are actually smarter. And then when you get to teenage and beyond, why do we think that girls are not participating in the same economy that's taking us forward in AI? So obviously there's a lot of bias being programmed in the community. And I just want to say there's nothing stops you from being the same as, and there's no, the gender is equal. In fact, I would actually even think the other way around. I think girls are actually smarter. So so there's clearly not a problem of intelligence. It's probably your own mindset and bias in the society, and that's something I hope that you would overcome. And this is not a physical job. This is a mental job.
You may have muted yourself again.
I did not actually. Somebody probably muted me.
No. We can hear you.
Yeah. We are able to hear you.
Okay, so that's it. I think I just wanted to say that, you know, it's very important, and I'll say one last thing and I close my session here, is bias is very real in AI, right? Because like I said, data, right? So the data that you feed creates the logic. Like if somebody has never seen food made from, let's say, food made from wild boar, somebody's never seen the food. When you serve them the food, they're going to go really, you know, they're not going to be happy about it because they've never seen it. But if somebody has always seen food made from wild boar, you know, they'll be probably very pleased about it. So what you feed is what you get, and AI is, you know, there's nothing wrong in AI. It's input versus output, right? So the bias is very real, and the data you put in, and the people who feed the data are also important. So having gender diversity, having you know, racial diversity in building AI is very important for making AI democratically useful to the society rather than being biased for certain parts of society or certain functions. So with that, I want to thank everybody for the opportunity. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me through you know, the organizers. And as Siva said, we have all the three finalists will have an opportunity to talk to what do you call the, you know, girls in AI, the female participants or ladies who work or leaders in AI in NVIDIA. You'll get an opportunity to have a roundtable discussion with them. So with that, I wish everybody the best and good luck, everyone.
Thank you very much, Soma. So we would now have our mentors and participants being moved to individual rooms according to their team names. So I would like your participants to change your name if in case you have not logged in to the Zoom with your first name, please change your names. I see few names which I'm not able to find so that we can assign you to the right room. And Shiva, I just wanted to move everyone to the rooms, but then the mentors part, we would have to assign them to the right room. Can Shruti help us on that?
Yeah, she has already marked the mentors who are signed into Zoom. So the mentors can have a mini icebreaker with their team, and they can take vote on which challenge the team wants to work on.
Okay, Shiva, I have created 7 rooms. All rooms are open now. We can start assigning them. Grasshopper, Marky.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me open my
yeah.
sheet.
Marky going to room 1, and then feeling or filing?
Pailing, yeah, Pailing.
Okay, feeling. Oh, she's here. Room 1, and then Maggie is here. Maggie. Okay, here. Room 1, and then Chain.
Yeah, I think she's here.
Okay, yeah. Room 1. So whoever
Yeah.
in room 1 is part of Grasshopper team. Okay. So next one is
So
Stephanie.
assign the mentor as well inside the room 1 in this.
Yes, there is one more participant in Stephanie.
Stephanie. Yeah, Stephanie.
Yeah, I think there are 2 Stephanies. The one that says Grace Hopper. Yeah.
Yeah, I assigned to all the participants in room 1. We have to assign mentors to that
Yeah,
room.
I think Ria is there. Aruna is there. Who else?
Yeah, I'm here.
So we will assign Ria to the room 1.
I couldn't see Ria here. Ria.
I couldn't see Ria.
Yeah,
She
I
joined
found.
earlier.
Okay,
Ria.
and then Aruna.
Yeah, Aruna G is there.
You can assign her to room 2, right?
No.
Aruna
This is for room 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aruna still.
Yeah, even if we have one mentor, it is fine.
Okay, Aruna in room 1. So
yeah, maybe we can.
Anusha, she is here. The mentor Aruna.
Anusha, I couldn't see Anusha here.
Anusha and Katie.
For Katie.
Yeah, Katie.
Yeah, Katie is here. You can assign Katie to room 1. She's a business mentor.
Okay, yeah. So room 1, everyone assigned. So let's move on to Catherine Johnson, the room 2.
Yeah, Geneva B is here.
Geneva B. Room 2.
Sonia G.
Sonia G.
Yeah, Sonia is also here. Zoe is here.
Annie is here, Sophia is here. All are here. So
okay, for mentors, I think Adya is...
Zoe assigned. Annie.
Okay, I saw Adya earlier. Let's look for Manish.
And then Annie, and then Sophia. Sophia. Okay, she's here. The mentor.
I think that the mentors.
Ashish is there, Indu. You can assign him to room 2, Catherine Johnson. Ashish
Who?
Bansal.
The name is not.
Mentor, Ashish Bansal.
Oh, tech mentor. You're talking about mentor.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Ashish.
So I think we are good with room 2.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
only one mentor in room 2. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I think
They can
someone
join. They can.
the keynote speech, and then I think they left. So
Okay.
yeah,
So,
we can get the conversation going even with one mentor, right? So that should be fine.
okay. Sivagami, what about Annie Esley room? Who is going to be the mentor? So let's assign the mentor first and then start with participants. Room
Okay,
3.
we can. I think Komal is here. Can you see
Okay,
Komal?
just add her. Yeah.
Yeah, Komal is there. Yeah.
And then the first participant, I don't see her. Others are here, Indo. All others.
Room 3, right? Yeah.
Yeah, room 3.
So Princess Ada.
No, she's not here. You can
Okay.
go for the second.
Shall she?
If Princess Ada is in another name, just put it in the chat so we can find you.
The participants, every K is here.
Every was here. I just saw her. Yeah. Is she not here? I saw her.
I couldn't see her in the. Now, maybe she left or.
Oh, really? Okay, move on to the next. Well, let's see.
Yeah, let me move on to next. You can check. Maulika.
So are we good with Catherine Johnson room?
No, we are.
No,
Oh, that one. Yeah, we are done. Yeah.
We are done. Okay. So okay.
We are in Annie Esley room.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah. With Komal as mentor. Yeah.
Okay, Maulika. And then Kavita.
Yeah, Kavita S.
Bella.
No, that's the next team.
Oh, that's. Okay. Kavita, yes. Okay, the room 3 is over then. Yeah.
Okay, well, who is the mentor for room 4, Sivagami?
Room 4, James. He's a tech mentor. He's here. James
Okay,
M.
assign James.
Okay, James. Okay, James. Room.
And then others are all here in here.
Actually, Kira is also there. So that room has 2 mentors. She's also online.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me find her. Oh, yeah. Room 4. And then participants for room 4. Bella, Ashata, Sophia.
Sophia is not here, right? I didn't see her.
Okay. Bella assigned, Harshata assigned, and then Sophia not here. Okay. Elizabeth. Okay, she's here. Okay, let's move on to
Room 5.
Kimberly team. Shivagami, who is the mentor?
Yeah. Kajal is here.
Kajal, okay.
Yeah. She's a design thinking mentor.
Yeah, assigned her. So, anyone else in that team? The mentors here?
Let me check.
Okay.
So you can assign the kids now.
Yeah. Then let me move on to participants. We'll come back. Okay.
Yeah.
Stephen.
Except Abigail, others are here, I think. Room 5.
And then Justin, April, Shreya. And then Shreya.
And I could see Supriti as well.
Okay. For
Mentor?
Mentor. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. For Clarence Ellis.
Yeah, assigned her in room 5. So let's move on to room 6 for Hector team. So the mentor, Shruti, right?
Shruti is, yeah, she's here. And who else?
And Indu, you can stop the